Hello and welcome to Gabos Sports. The boys are finally back in town. When was the last time we did one of these, like the live ones? Like 2 weeks ago.
Um, yeah,
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago.
So you guys are just I'm gonna say you guys have got back from your holidays. Issa lives on holiday. Um, how was your trip, boys? Did you enjoy yourselves?
yeah,
Yeah, it
man. It
was
was good
good.
stuff. Good stuff. Good to be back, though. I can't lie. Back into a bit of a routine.
Well, I'm sure our loyal audience will love that very descriptive explanation you guys just gave. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Can't talk too
Glad to be
much. Can't talk too much.
back. Yeah, it's like you guys go for some sort of special training in the mountains or something, bro. That you don't want to talk about. What's going on? It's been a pretty, I don't know, pretty eventful weekend in the Prem. Was it? I feel like most things kind of followed their natural course. I think there's no better place to start off than the North London derby, and then we'll kind of pivot back to some of the other main headline games. Same, really. But the question is, how long does Ange have left, boys? Because the pressure definitely ramped up a notch after Sunday's result.
I think. Listen, yeah. On before the game, I'm expecting a draw. Obviously, you got Rice missing. You got some key players out of the team. I thought Spurs will nick a draw, and bro, I think they were all over Arsenal that game. And I think Arsenal walking away with 3 points is all on Spurs rather than Arsenal.
But
I think they had so many. Go on.
Do you think that they were all over us by design? Like we did the same thing last year,
Mm.
and I feel like everyone does that now, bro. They just let them play with the ball, let them, and then they just hit them on the counter. Newcastle did the same. Like I think they just know that they don't really have that penetrating, like passing element within their midfield to create any 30 chances.
Well, I think they had. I think they had clear cut chances. They just didn't take them. I think. Well, Solanke's header, bro. He should be bagging that one.
Nah,
The one
man.
where it went
Bro.
past, but nah, bro.
No way.
Come
That's
on.
not a clear cut
Come on.
chance, bro.
Come on, bro. Come on.
It's not a clear
Come
cut
on.
chance, bro.
He should be bagging that,
No,
bro. He should be
come on,
bagging
man.
that. He should be bagging, bro.
He's coming into the like over his like he has to jump backwards, like stretch for it. He's done decent to get a head on it, bro. They didn't create, bro. Even the stats we had, our XG was higher than this. We had the better chances, even in the first half when they were. That was probably the first 30 minutes is where they played their best football, bro. Martinelli had the best chance in that first half.
He was
Havertz
fucking
header.
shit, bro.
Who? Martinelli?
Martinelli was shit.
Nah, bro. He had the and I'm hypercritical of him as well. But he had the perfect game that you need to have as a winger playing in a game where you're against a high possession team. They were camped out in our final third for the majority of that game, right? This is the kind of game that Man United fans will be creaming themselves over if Rashford had. Do you think Rashford has the aptitude yet? And we'll get to him at some point. Mike is doing some mad things there. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You're caught in an absolute wind tunnel here. But do you think, bro, that Rashford has that kind of discipline, or other wingers have that kind of discipline, bro, to forego the attacking part? Not to mention that he got a lot of successful dribbles out, but a lot of those dribbles were getting out.
This is the most any player has beaten a fullback in the whole season. 6 times he went past Pro.
And when it mattered, when he had a chance to square it to Saka,
I don't think, in my opinion, with that chance, when they freeze frame it, they think, "Oh, you can square it." But I don't think that was what he should have done. I think he should have carried on, and I think the finish was just dead. I think he was right to put him shot on, but it was dead, bruv. Like,
bro, the finish was right. The finish, okay, because he bottled square into Saka, he has to take his chance. But when he took his chance, it was the wrong timing, wrong position, body positioning. Everything was wrong about that chance. He was better off playing it across the 6-yard box, a bit ahead of Saka, let him leap into it.
Nah, man, nah. I don't think Saka's getting to that.
I'm not mad at either take on that one. I think, look, for me, it's definitely not on Spurs giving to Arsenal. I think what happened is, bro, the same thing that happens to them all the time. They are the poster boys for meaningless possession. Yeah, this guy is too tactically rigid. He's inflexible. They bought their big signings this summer, Archie Gray and Bergval. Yeah, they spent collectively 60, 70 M's on the pair of those.
Mm-hmm.
They need the killer pass. They've got the possession, and he takes off Madison and brings on Timo Werner. And I
Can I
think
tell
that
you
sums
something?
it up. Go on.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Do you remember towards the tail end of the Wenger days when he would just be so stubborn and play the same way? And
Yeah.
against two teams in particular, they would do what Arsenal did to Spurs on the weekend.
Yeah.
Chelsea, Mourinho Chelsea, and Man United on the Sir Alex Ferguson, they would just let us have the ball. And we'd be like, oh, yeah, we play the better style of football. And Man United would just let us play football. Yeah, you look so good. Da, da, da. And on the counter, boom, they'll just smoke us and we'd lose. And Mourinho used to do the exact same thing to us. Oh, yeah, let them have the ball. Let them play about whatever, side-to-side football, da, da, da. And then, boom, they'll just do us on the counter. Let us have the possession stats and we'll get smoked. And this Ange rigid, not trying to change it, just reminds me of the Wenger, the tail end of the Wenger days so much, man.
That's a great analogy. Because, bro, I think like what happened to the game plan was if he just said, let Son cut inside, then we would have had to double up their winger and it would have freed up Brennan Johnson to be able to get an overload on the other side. But the fact that he kept them both as touchline wingers meant that we didn't have to double up at any point. He could just say the wingers will stick on the wingers and the fullbacks will cover the fullbacks. Or the other way around, sorry, the wingers will cover their fullbacks and then our fullbacks will cover their wingers. And it was cash money, bro. Just flood the middle, make sure they can't get through easy there. And the 1v1s, if you look at Son's stats, bro, 1v1 attempted take-ons, he's not a guy who consistently gets past his man. He's good at this age, 32 years old, he's good at finishing. And they never once got him in a position where he was able to get a real clean opportunity off in that whole game, in my opinion, anyways. Like it was very, very low quality opportunities, all this kind of stuff. And then afterwards, he comes out in the post-match interview and he says, "Look, mate, I just want to clarify that I said that usually I win in my second season. No, I definitely always win in my second season, mate. All right, mate." And now they're out for him. We watched his pre-match interview against are they playing Barnsley in the Caraboo Cup? Is that what's going on?
I think that's United.
Is it United vs Barnsley? Yeah, it might be United vs Barnsley.
Who are they playing?
I think they're playing someone. Is United playing today in the Caribbean?
Yeah.
Oh, when does Europa start?
I
don't follow Europa.
I think next week. Yeah, probably next week. Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah.
No. This season, everyone should be taking the Europa seriously because there's no chance of a wavy team from the Champions League coming down to scoop it all up. So that means that pile of dog shit you're currently in, it's going to remain that same pile of dog shit. You know what I'm saying? So there's no more. Who else is in the Europa that you got to worry about? Spurs versus United. Who else is in there? Like, there's no Leverkusen this year. There's nobody. There's no Atletico. There's no risk of those guys coming down either.
Mm-hmm.
There's no Juve, I don't think. Yeah, no. There's no Juve are playing now, so United should be going for that, bro. And Spurs should be going for that as well. Obviously, they're less likely to win it, but I think Arsenal. I mean, obviously, a great tester ahead of the big one next weekend. Olivi at the Etihad.
Yeah,
I think we're going to get smoked, but
go on.
I just think that game was there for the taking for Spurs, and they let it slip. There was no better chance of them getting a result than in that game. Odegaard and Rice, two of the best players this season, bro. They had to find a way to at least get a point, and they couldn't.
I think the Odegaard and Rice factor is slightly overplayed, only in the sense that, bro, the best thing about this team is the defense, and that defense was locked and loaded, bro. That defense here, that keeper and back four, in my opinion, as a unit, best in the league. comfortably. What, 3 goals conceded away from home. We've spent 0 minutes trailing in that time. Come on, bruv. Like,
Yeah, I know what, bruv. When you're from a Tottenham's perspective, when you're coming up against what 34-year-old Jorginho and who's the other Partey, who's that 32, he's lost his legs. He's not this party of old. Like, if not now, when? Do you get it? You're playing at home. Your 2 guys that you were saying are Doubt and Solanke and Van der Ven are back. They're fit. Like, this was the time. I agree with Issa. I think
Solanke.
No, but bro, come on, like, bro.
No, but no, I'm not, bro. Listen, I've maintained consistency throughout this entire period, even when he was balling out last season, bro. It's Dominic Solanke, bro.
I know.
What I'm saying? Like, they're talking about him like he's a fucking serious player, bro.
But bro, they're not. They didn't create the chances for him like that, bro. Bro.
50 M's on Brennan Johnson. 32-year-old son. Who's their midfield? Bentancur, who's shit. Let's be honest, he's a shit player. Yeah. And who's the other guy who's next to him? Was it Sarr?
No, he came on.
No, Sarr came on. It was.
Who's starting? Obviously, Maddison, who's kind of not really recovered since he came back from injury last season. He's not really hit the heights at all.
I can't even remember them, bro.
And then you know you're guaranteed yet that the whole week in the build-up, Spurs are going to be talking about how Romero makes his way into the combined 11, and every North London derby without fail, this guy spreads them as wide as possible. As wide as possible. If he spread them any wider, he would get invited to one of Diddy's parties, bro. I'm saying he's dog shit. And you guys were calling me out a couple of weeks ago, and I said he's dog shit. Yeah, he's a dog shit defender. When he watches past him, that's not a man who takes pride in defending.
Real Madrid are gonna come for him in the summer, and you're gonna change your mind.
I think
there's already rumors. I'm telling you from now, Madrid are coming for Romero.
Who else is available? Like, realistically, if they could get their hands on another centre back of that caliber, like, let's talk about who else is possibly available.
Maguire.
No, let's.
Bro, I think he got, bro. Before that moment where he got dunked on, he was good. Like, he was. They were defending very well, bro. In transitions, they were doing well. Set pieces, even though our set pieces weren't great, they were doing well. But I don't even think, bro. For me, it's not about you. It's not about the individuals, bro. It just goes back to this manager got it all wrong, bro. Like, you're playing the same way week in, week out, for 18 months now. You're playing 32-year-old son. My grandma knows he can't play on the wing anymore. And you've shifted him out wide. Bro, change it up. Play 2 up top. Play Maddison closer to the attacking box, like, and to the opposing box. Man's got Maddison playing deep line playmaker. Bro, it was so dead. Like, I think 99% of this L is on him. It's definitely on him, bro.
No, listen, I think tactics obviously are a huge factor in the game, but I think also the players have to have some in-game adjustments as well, man. Like, I understand listening to every letter, but, like, bro, the problem with Spurs, the fundamental problem with Spurs is they have no X factor. They have that every other, like, you could.
But who would you argue Arsenal's like, bro? Like, Arsenal,
also have a little bit of X factor, bro. How many weeks have we
from a set piece?
No, this is a unique exception, But when I talk about X factor, bro, I'm talking about against the run-up play, a little bit of magic where Saka shuffles past the guy and rifles one in, or Odegaard turns a corner, plays a lovely pass.
Odegaard wasn't there. Rice wasn't there.
I'm saying, who are they missing? Who are they missing from their first team? Basuma, maybe.
Basuma, that's it. But
really, and he's him and Bentancur.
I just personally believe, bro. This guy, look, Arsenal. This week we came back 2 banks of 4 low block counter. Next week, okay, City probably do the same. At home, we're going to go, we change it up. Brighton, inverted, we're fully attacking. Like, if we play Tottenham at home, we're not going to play 2 banks of 4. This brother, no matter the opposition, he's playing the same way. game in, game out. Everyone knows how to beat Spurs. Bro, their results in the last 20, I think he's got like 12 L's. They've got won 8
Yeah,
games.
yeah,
Like,
they've won 8 games in the last 24. Is it?
like what, bro? Come on.
What do you do right now? Do you sack him?
No, I don't think I don't sack him. I don't sack him. But bro,
Why not?
Shall I tell you why not? Because I think Spurs have recruited for the next 2 years to bang, and with around his philosophy, yeah. I think there's a good way in getting top 6, as stupid as it sounds, and a shit way in getting top 4. Do you remember when they beat us to top 4 when they had Conte and we had Arteta, and everyone was gassed, and all the Tottenham fans thought, oh yeah, they're gonna go like this now, we're gonna plummet, but that top 4 was scatty and it was papering over the cracks.
Yeah, we knew at the time.
Even with United, when they finished second with Oli, and then the next season they went boom. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a shit coach. Yeah.
I think this season, Tottenham, because I think Ange's a good coach. I don't know how good, but I think he's a good coach. I think this season, Tottenham, their fans, they got too gassed, and they need to stop overhyping these dead ballers, because they keep overhyping these like
every year.
Ballers. Yeah.
Every
and
year.
they're most of their fans are predicting they're going to finish third and all this nonsense, and then they throw their toys at the pram when they don't. They're going to get 6th or 5th. I think 6th, but it's going to be a good 6th. Like they're building, bro. They need to be. They signed Odobert, who's 19. They got that Bergval kid who's 16, 17.
By the way, I think he's a good player, that Odobert guy.
Yeah, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like, but bro, there's 19, and then there's got Archie Gray, who's another top talent, who's 18. Like, bro, what third? Who's coming?
Bro, if you want to do this stuff, here, you got to play these guys. I don't think these motherfuckers have played a minute yet, bro. Bergval and Gray.
Yeah, maybe he's in the middle.
You can't spunk the summer budget on kids and then not play it. As expression said, bro, it's not a football club, bro. It's Hogwarts, bro. They're just inviting children over. And at some point, you just got to be like, okay, we get it. We're building for the future, but then fucking play the future, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't play the guy who's about to get banned for racismo in a game where, you could potentially lose.
Bro, it depends on their target, innit? What they're trying to do. Players like Archie Gray, it might not be an immediate impact. He's not going to be used straight away. Could be a long-term vision.
But long-term vision, you got to blood these guys in. You got to just chuck them in and go, listen, let's have a few minutes. Look, we spent enough time on those bums, anyways. The result didn't really surprise anyone, and nobody really cared. Let's move on to the early kickoff on Saturday. Manchester United away from home, Southampton. They won 3-0 in the end. I watched that game in its entirety. Ace, I'm sure you did as well. What were your thoughts on it?
Haven't really got thoughts, I'll be honest. Piss poor Southampton team.
Right.
Didn't expect anything less. I knew we'll get a win. I just think, listen, obviously Ten Hag's had this shit last couple of games with the 2 L's on a trot.
Yeah.
I'll say like November, if we continue with this wishy-washy form of winning 2 games and losing another 3, then winning 2, he's got to go. But listen, that Southampton game, I was watching it with Booty, bro. Any ball into the box, we looked like we were hot. There's a half chance we were going to score. I just think they were. I think Southampton probably one of the worst. After like one of those, those Norwich teams that come up and they go straight back down. I think this is one of the worst. Yeah. This is one of the worst teams in the Premier League. This Southampton team. I can't think of one player they have on their team that I'll say, all right, cool. This guy's a half decent player.
Walker Peters.
Ramsdale had a stinker as well, man.
He's shit, bro. I'm glad that we can now just he's not got a great back four, but he put those guys in pressure in so many situations. I had a completely different view, by the way. Yeah, I think up until you guys scored, I think Southampton were firmly in it, and they were pressuring you, and they were in your third, and they were playing. They had the penalty with Jofra Archer. Is it Jofra Archer? I think it was Archer. Absolute scumbag it was a horrendous penalty to start off with. I don't even give Onana any credit for it because it was a stink of a pen. It wasn't even a penalty in the first place. I think it was maybe a yellow card and a free kick, but it was outside the box for me, and there wasn't.
Yeah, I thought so too, actually.
Just being objective, the penalty stunk. But bro, before that point, before the point where De Ligt scored, I think even De Ligt, bro, who got skinned twice by Walker's Peter. Was it Walker's Peter or something? Yeah, I think it was him. How do you say his name? Walker's Peter, whatever his name is, bro.
Walker Peters.
Walker Peters, yeah. He skinned him. He sat him down twice. I think he's a guy, that Ace, I think having seen the opening performances, FIFA hyped this guy up a bit too much, man. I think people are going to realize from watching him game in, game out that he is Dutch Maguire. He's actually Dutch Maguire. He's a concrete booted oaf. Yeah, when the tricky guy is getting one-on-one, it's going to be a long night at the office. And I think the guy who's next to him, bro, that little Latino Chihuahua, bro, he's also on a bag of too, bro. So I think that's going to be a comedy pairing, personally. Yeah, when they start playing a competition, I still think, even after all this money you spent, I still think that pound for pound, Maguire is still your best centre back, bro. That's my
nah. Sure.
What? Who do you think? Do you think De Ligt is your best centre back?
Well, he has to be him or Martinez, bro. There's no way Maguire is our best centre back. At least De Ligt and Martinez have the age on him. Obviously, Martinez, we know he's a small guy. He's not your. Too small, but he
played him like Arteta wanted to play him, at inverted left back, because he's got something about him on the ball, and he's not a terrible defender. He's not lightning fast, but he's got enough legs to keep up with players. But when you're playing against centre back, bro, he's just the easy matchup for half the strikers in the league. To just pin him down and spin off him. He's just got to shink it a couple of times. And, you get a bit of United tax where he gets away with some fouls that he maybe shouldn't have. But I think as a one-on-one defender at centre-back, I've got a radical one, though, I've got a slightly controversial one. I think, instead of playing him at 6, I think your best creative midfielder, at the club is actually Casemiro. That's my hot take, bro. Every time I see, bro, he's in that first game against Fulham. He was the guy who was creating the most chances. His problem is he hasn't got the legs to really defend like that anymore. But in the final third, bro, I'd rather have this guy there than Sir Spamalot, Sir Bruno. L1 circle, 4 bars of power, bro. That's what he does. 4 bars of power, no finesse. Just smash it into the direction of the goal and hope for the best.
Listen, I don't think there's a place for Casemiro in that team. Whether it's 6, whether it's centre back, wherever it is, I think he's now on bench. Ugarte, Mainu in the holding positions. Bruno, listen, we're gonna have to stick with him. We haven't got much. I'm not fucking playing Eriksen there, so it's gonna have to be Bruno in the 10.
On Saturday, he was gassed out after 26 minutes, bro. He was huffing and puffing, bro.
I genuinely can't believe he's still playing for us, bro. I genuinely can't believe it. But listen,
but Johnny Evans comes on as well.
This is another thing. I don't know why he keeps fucking doing this, bro. He takes off both centre backs, puts on Maguire and Evans, then plays Martinez at left back for a bit, then fucking hooks him off. Oh, I don't understand why he keeps doing that. Maybe he wants minutes for everyone. I don't know.
But bro, if you're looking for clean sheets, and obviously Southampton didn't pose too much of a threat off that first bit. If you're looking for clean sheets, bro, you cannot take off both centre backs every single game, and not just take both of them off, bro. He brings on Maguire and Evans. That's Chief Wiggum and one of those other bums that he's hanging around with him, bro. These two absolute plods, and I think Maguire, if he starts at the beginning of the game and he's in a back 3, you got a solid option. If even the back 2 start, but when you're bringing him off the bench cold, and everyone else is warmed up and the blood's flowing, bro, you're just setting the guy up to get blasted, man. It's not fair.
Listen. When it's time to sack him, this will work in our favor. But for now, let him deal with Ten Hag.
He should have been sacked already, man.
I agree. But I mean, he's not like these changes he's making. It worked against Southampton. We'll see it. It will backfire in one of the games coming up.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But listen, could Rashford bagging on against Southampton kickstart his season? This is what we're waiting to see. All it takes is a goal. All it takes is a goal.
Bro, you still think that Martial is gonna make it out of Greece? So, you know what I'm saying? I have to take all your stuff with a massive pinch of salt because, like, the goal was a hit and hope that went in. Fair play. It was a decent goal. You know, he whipped one in low, hard, beat the keeper, the defenders were in the way and all that shit. But if you watch the guy play over the entirety of the game, which I did, and then you compare that to the other wing in Ahmad had a much better game.
I agree.
You agree? Yeah, I didn't even rate Ahmad that highly. I think he's a very basic winger. He's not bad, but I think for Rashford, I don't think he's a shit player. I just think he's just in a situation he needs to get out of. And every year he wastes, he just limits the ceiling of his development. He's 28 years old, 27, 28 years old now. What are we waiting for?
You know the thing with Ahmad, you're calling him a basic wing or whatever, but bro, when he gets the ball, he's direct. He's gonna try to take someone on. He'll go down the byline. He'll cut in. Whatever. Rashford, I saw a bit in the game. I think he got in a foot race with Stevens. Stevens beat him to the fucking ball.
Yeah. I
don't know where his pace has gone. Honestly, the biggest mystery in football.
Yeah, no, and that Stevens guy was an absolute handicap as well, bro. I don't know if you saw what you saw. That was I don't know. I don't even know. But anyways, you've lingered on United for a hot minute, boys. Let's move on. There's only one other place I think we can go to next, and it's beggars belief. Once again, they started my favorite player, Irogon Bunman. They then took a 2-0 lead in their second consecutive game, and a brace by Ollie Watkins before an absolute rocket by John Duran. Aston Villa come back to win 3-2 against Everton. Wow, I don't know what else to say, boys. Do you guys want to weigh in at all on the fiasco going on there?
Bruv, I didn't watch the game. I watched the highlights of the game, and the goals Villa conceded, bar the long shot. Bruv, they were so bad. Bro, like Keane, for the first goal, he was favourite to get that. I don't know how he let Watkins beat him to the header. Because it was, bro, I don't understand. He's awful, that guy, Keane, bro. Michael Keane. Such a shit centre-back. The second goal, Harrison like passes it to Watkins and gives him a one-on-one. Like he gets a turn. It was so, bro. Their goals were so dead. In saying that, I think Martinez is gone from 30 goalkeeper to one of the most overrated goalkeepers, bro. Week in, week out, I see this guy conceding. Arsenal conceded the goal he should have saved. Those two goals, I think he should have saved them, bro. What was he doing?
100%.
Bro, he just
bro, I'm going to clip it up. Yeah, I'm going to clip it up. But 2 weeks ago, I was saying the exact same thing, bro. I was thinking this guy's gone from underrated to just colossally overrated. Bro, best keeper in the world, you're saying.
That's what people are saying. He's like best keep top 3, best keeper in the world. It's like, what? He's not even he's not top 3 in the league, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, like, what's all that about, bro? But
it
anyway,
it was absolutely outrageous.
Yeah, but I can't believe another 2. You know what it is? I was with Issa, I was out at the time, and I'm like, okay, listen, they were 2-0 up, they bottled it, it's 2-2, but they'll take it, Villa Park, whatever, man. It's Everton, they're in the dogfight, yeah? Issa's like to me, they bottled it again. But Issa known the result as it was 3-2. I thought he said they bottled it because it was 2-2. So anyways, later in the day, later in the night, I'm looking at my phone and I see it's 3-2. I'm like, what the? These guys are fucking shit, bro. How the fuck did they go that again, bro? These are fucking awful, bro.
So they've started the season, 4 games played, 4 games lost. The funniest part is they've only scored 4 goals, and those are in the last 2 games. And they've conceded 13 already. Nuts. I think they've already gone. I think they should already start maybe seeing if they can get a refund on the stadium because Talking about Jay-Z is going to buy that club, bro. Jay-Z's already got 99 problems. I don't think he needs another one.
Listen, there's some teams, that you just know they're going down. That's Everton and Southampton.
Yeah.
What can you do, bro?
Yeah. And they're finished. It's a bit sad because obviously after that freak result that Wolves had against Chelsea, the game before last, they played against Newcastle. They make up the third of the current bottom three. Newcastle, I think we all kind of predicted it in our preseason predictions, but no Europe. Everyone seems to be back healthy again, and the team is fit and firing. Did anybody see the highlights or watch that game at all?
Highlights.
Harvey Barnes again, back-to-back
I saw
goals.
that banger. Yeah. I saw that. To be fair, that game was a bit. I thought you'd talk about Liverpool, man.
It was a bit of a filler. No, I was going to get to that next. I just wanted to kind of round off the bottom three. Obviously, Arne slot. I don't actually know the chant. I don't really know the chant. But,
Arne slot. Da, 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 da.
Yeah. Our editor our producer will clip that bit out, even though it's going up live. They played against Nottingham Forest at home at Clanfield, and they lose 1-0 courtesy of a Callum Hudson-Odoi winner. Before we dive into the game itself, I don't think this has been talked about much, but I think Nottingham Forest deserve massive credit for selling Brennan Johnson for 50 M's and then replacing him with Elanga and Hudson-Odoi. For how much they paid for those guys? 21 M's collectively, I think. That's unreal business. In hindsight. At the time, we were thinking they've taken probably the two bummiest wingers in the league, but somehow, some way, they've gotten a tune out of both of them, and they seem to be positively trending. A team that we thought were surefire to go down, as it currently stands, Forest are in 7th position, 2 wins, 2 draws. Probably the dark horses so far of the opening weeks. Did you guys watch that game? What were your thoughts? I know you guys hang out with some Liverpool fans, so what were your thoughts on that one?
Issa, do you want to go?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it was a matter of time before Liverpool's train halts, and it did. I didn't expect it against Forest, but listen, I think when you say Elanga, I think Elanga's the perfect player for a team like Forest, where he's got devastating pace against a team who are going to have the ball, control the game. If you can catch them on a counter attack, he's the guy you want in that team, bro. More than Brennan Johnson. But listen, I think it's a freak result. Does no harm to Forest's survival hopes. But listen, I still think Liverpool will be near around the top. I think they'll go back to business as usual next week, get a dub, and continue where they left off. But yeah, I wouldn't read. It's a freak result. I wouldn't read too much into it.
I'd read into it as much as saying, after the start they had, I mean, these, what the Scouts are like, mate. They were starting to talk about challenging for the title and all that stuff. And we're saying they're comfortably the 3rd best team in the league. But I think this result for their fan base kind of turns the expectations back down to where they should be, which is like consolidate. We know that we've potentially got a couple of our key players only for this year. Do we get as high as we can so we can, go around and shop with that Champions League money? I think they can win cups. I just don't think there's a title in the equation for them. And they're playing tonight as well in the Champions League. Who are they playing tonight? It's a big game. They're playing Milan. Yeah, that's a big
thing. Is it's a good game. It is a good game. But going back to what he says, saying don't look too much into it. I agree to a certain extent, but you have to go back to the thing of the problem they had last season, where it was like, bro, you have all these chances, and then what? Diaz has gone back to type now. He's just missing these chances. Like what? Jota, I've had him in my fantasy now for 3-4 weeks. And he keeps fucking missing these chances, bruv. He's killing me.
He's still doing pretty well in fantasy, mate.
Yeah, I know, but I could be doing better. And then Salah, apparently, I didn't watch the game in its entirety, but apparently he had the worst game of this so far.
Yeah, he was shocking.
Yeah,
he's absolutely shocking. But you can
I
cut
don't
him a
know.
little bit of slack.
Yeah. The thing is with these Asian footballers, it's more
Yeah.
you see the detriment as the season goes on because the wear and tear get and I know especially now with more games, more Champions League games, less breaks, the intensity of the game. So I expect Salah to taper down as the season goes on, to be honest. Like I don't think he should be playing game in, game out like that. And I think he should be like load managing him, like taking him off, etc. But I don't see any signs of that so far.
Well, listen, I think in a world where he hasn't signed a deal yet, and I think that's because the powers that be know that this is his last season. I think it's just like, let's just use him until the wheels come off, basically. You know what I'm saying? Which, I mean, it makes sense. You're playing the bloke 350 bags a week. There's no load management, bro, especially when it's like 5 games into the season.
Yeah, but
I think maybe closer towards. Yeah, I think just see how it looks like in November, December times, we can kind of make some of these calls and be whispering in his ear and be like, listen, mate, how about you just take, just say you retire from international football for a year and you can go back next year when you're in Saudi or wherever. You say, oh, shock return back for the African Cup of Nations. What are you going to do this season? Play some bullshit qualifiers for the World Cup where you're going to suck anyways. It's no point. But yeah, Liverpool, I think obviously a shock result. I don't think anybody in the world would have predicted Forest to get a win at Anfield, but it was a momentous occasion for those guys. And I think that's probably would you say that's the biggest shock that's probably the only shock of the week, really, isn't it?
Definitely. I thought, bro, I loaded up my fantasy with Liverpool players, bro. I thought they were gonna run riot on them.
Slap them out, yeah. So did I.
Yeah.
Annoyingly.
It's just a bad day at the office. That's all it is.
Bad day at the office. And speaking of bad day at the office, after the first minute after my boy Visser scored for Brentford, I thought we could be in for one. Ultimately, the android just missed out on his 3rd consecutive hat trick, but he got a brace nonetheless. Do we have to talk about this?
What a fucking guy!
It's just, bro, it's a thing of, now with City, if you go there, it's like, Brentford, when they scored this night, bro, you lot just bagged too early. Like, I can't explain it. It's like, why are you scoring now? Just wait, chill. It's like, when you score in the first 2 minutes, first 5 minutes, like Etihad, you're going to get smoked eventually, bro.
Well, bro, you can see it in the odds makers. Like, they know, like, normally when a team concedes the Oracle Cloud odds thing switches there. Like, it was still like 87.5 City win, like even after they scored. It was like the 40th second of the game. So I get it. But you're totally right, bro. The City's one of those teams you have to save that goal for beyond the 78th minute of the game to even have a sniff. Even then, it's
not even something. You have to get them in injury time just with that last dagger. Bam! Give them a chance. Lock out the top and cut out.
And also, you have to be Crystal Palace, and it has to be Townsend scoring a rocket. There's no way to do it. You would have seen it been done. If you're not like an elite tier club, even like the Real Madrids and stuff, they need a miracle to be able to achieve. And they remember last season they went just machine for machine with them. Just everyone is scoring fucking Puskas contenders, and even they went down to the absolute wire. But yeah, the City train rumbles on. Annoyingly so. Next week, obviously, it's the big one, Sunday. Etihad. We got to talk about maybe the fixtures. Fucking Arsenal over. Arsenal playing on a Thursday night, and then Thursday night in Italy, and then Sunday afternoon in Manchester. Whereas Manchester get 3 consecutive home games and a longer rest in between. They're playing tomorrow, right? They're playing on Wednesday.
Yeah, they're playing tomorrow. They're playing Inter Milan tomorrow.
They're playing Inter Milan at home tomorrow. They get an extra day of rest. They're at home for all 3 games. I know the show's called Gabos. You'll have to keep telling me. I mean, sometimes it just feels like cut us off in break, man. You know what I'm saying? They just get a bit of, you got to play Ipswich, and then we'll give you Brentford at home, and we'll give you Chelsea. We're just.
Yeah.
But anyways,
saying that though, I think Arsenal can get something out of the City game, man. Can't lie.
No, I disagree.
What you think we're gonna get smoked?
And not smoked, but I think they'll have a fairly comfortable win.
I think you're gonna be shocked, man.
I don't
I
think so.
think Raheem the Dream, Walker's still shit in his bed. Last season, bro, home and away. There's one guy that knows Walker inside out, and Walker knows it, yeah. And he cooks him every single time he plays him, and that's Raheem Sterling. Whether he's 31, whether he's 40, he's coming to cook this boy, bro. This Walker, brother, he's not ready. He's not ready for what's coming for him, bro. We're gonna
also
2 banks of 4, and we're gonna hit them on the counter, and that's how we're gonna win this game. I'm telling you that from now.
I also think that after 180 minutes of football last season, even longer actually, we're talking about 3 games: the Community Shield and then the 2 Premier League games. Erling Haaland got chucked in Azkaban by those 2, bro. Those 2 guys who got the back chucked him in. This guy was getting beaten up like he was the only white kid in an all-black school, bro. He was getting pumped up, bro. Give me that, give me this, give me that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, be realistic. Be realistic now, bro. Be realistic.
What, bro? He
Bro, the guy was almost on the back of getting fucking 3 hat-tricks this season, bro.
Yeah, but bro, who's he playing against? Who's he playing in these games, bro?
Who's been Arsenal's toughest opposition this season so far this season?
Well, pick on, bro. We had Brighton, we had Spurs, we had Villa away.
I don't think any game Arsenal have looked convincing so far.
Nah, man.
What do you mean?
Tell me.
Brighton weren't chatting to us until the red card. They weren't doing.
And even then, they weren't really chatting to us. They had one chance the whole game, and they got bodied by us. If it wasn't for Havertz and if it wasn't for Saka, bro, we should have won that game 3-1.
If buts maybe.
That goal.
If buts maybe.
Bro, this game is different, man.
All right,
it's not about convincing or not convincing, bro. Arsenal did
Spurs
what they needed to do to get the result.
Wait, is the game at Etihad?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, go sleep, bro. Go sleep.
This is what you want. This is what you're hoping for.
Nah, it's not what I'm hoping. I'm using my mind, bro. I'm using my mind too. Bro, you're talking about Haaland. It's impossible. It's impossible. You've watched Arsenal so far this season, and watch City and what kind of form Haaland's in now, and think you're leaving the Etihad with something. It's impossible.
Isa,
yeah, but bro, City haven't played well.
When they came to Arsenal last season, it was the exact same thing. These men were bopping everyone left, right, and center. We were looking shit. Guess who won? Arsenal. Yeah,
but this season's different.
When we went to the Etihad and everyone was crying, yeah. Oh yeah, Arsenal. They didn't go at them. They sat back. Bro, do you know how many shots on target Haaland had against Arsenal in 118 minutes of football last year? 0.
No, how many?
0.
Single shot. Not
bro,
single shot, baby.
We're not playing. He's not playing Pinnock, yeah, where he's gonna be on the halfway line and he can body him and he's gonna have acres of space behind. I'm telling you from now, this guy, he's gotta earn this goal.
Let me tell you now, yeah.
They're gone.
Let me tell you now, Haaland's bagging at least 2 goals against Arsenal. I'm telling you now.
Oh, Arsenal.
Yeah, bro, that'd be 2 more goals than he ever bagged, mate, against this lot. So we're not technically, but yeah. So who's he playing, bro? He's playing West Ham so far. Then they played Ipswich. Yeah, they played Chelsea when they were like completely scrambled, and they played Brentford. Right now, can you name me the centre backs that this guy's up against? Who's he up against these teams? Who's he playing? Tell me who the 2 Ipswich centre backs right now. Don't Google it, just off the bat.
Tuanzebe.
What? He plays right back, actually.
Listen, wait, hold on. Why does that matter, though? Why does that matter? Okay, cool.
Why do the people defending him matter?
Wait, no. Wait, hold on. He's playing against shit teams, yeah? He's playing against shit defenders, shit teams, and he's on, 9 goals in whatever, 4 games? Arsenal are playing against shit teams as well. And none of your forwards are hitting those numbers right now. So, if you take the average of Arsenal's performances so far this season,
why are you talking about our forwards? Why are you talking about our forwards when we're talking about defending against Haaland, bro? Who's scoring against us?
Wait, hold on. Who's scoring against City?
Arsenal. I told you already.
Raheem, get out here, bro. Get out here.
Raheem,
who's scoring?
This is a Hollywood movie script. Yeah, this is the guy who got dashed out of the team. Yeah, who got bounced around the gaff, and now finally he's landed at his spiritual home. Yeah, he's finally arrived where he's always meant to be. Yeah, he took the long road round, but he's finally here, and he gets to go against his number one op, the guy who this whole thing started because you got dropped out of the squad against Man City, and now 2 weeks later, here he is at the Etihad, where he's won 4 Premier Leagues, and he's got the chance to show Pep Bumba Clark Guardiola that I'm going to be the difference maker this season. This is the stuff that sports is made about, man. This is what the movies are all about, man. Come on.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I feel bad for you, man. If you're going in with that mindset, you're gonna have a nice fucking reality check.
Listen,
just telling me
it's
that.
gonna be
Can
defense versus attack. We don't have the forwards they do, but bro, defensively as a defensive unit, I think we're better than them, bro. They're gonna have a tough time breaking us down, and they're always susceptible on the counter. You're talking about they played West Ham, Brentford had chances. They won 2-1, and West Ham could have got a result at the London Stadium. Yeah, like they weren't. You're saying, City have looked convincing, whatever, and Arsenal haven't. Arsenal played the superior opponent so far compared to them, and we're the only points we dropped was to Brighton at home when we got a red card and then shit hit the fan. Yeah, bro, you're talking like it's a foregone conclusion, but bro, I'm telling you, it's not though. It's not. Why is it?
I promise you now, it's a foregone conclusion.
All right, cool.
I promise you now, you'll be lucky.
We were dropping points this week. Guess what happened?
So did you. What was your prediction? What was your prediction?
I got proven wrong.
Okay, cool. All right. So we were on the same boat. On the same boat.
Exactly. We're both wrong. And
now I'm on the actual boat, bro. You're drowning now. I'm telling you now. Yeah, I'm telling you now. Haaland is bagging at least 2, and City will win like 3-1. That's my prediction now.
All right. My prediction for this game is we're talking a breakaway 2-1 victory. Yeah. Actually, no. Furthermore, 1-0. I'm just gonna say 1-0 to the Arsenal. Yeah. I'm talking about shutdown, lockdown. People are gonna be like, oh, yeah, it's a good thing that he's not playing against Glimmerly, who hasn't got a fucking photo on FIFA, and everyone's talking about the hat-trick he just scored. Yeah. When he comes up against the Haaland of defenders, yeah, William, I don't know what his middle name is, Saliba. Yeah, it's curtains. And then behind, if he gets past Saliba, who's there?
Gabriel's gonna know.
The king of Rio, the king of Brazil, the king of Rio is there, bro. Gabriel, his teeth, full blast, full beams, full beams. Big, angry. I'm saying his miss is already there. She's got the IG story loaded for when this guy gets clotted to the ground, bro.
We're gonna kill that Viking. We're gonna get that ponytail and skin it off his head.
Facts. Furthermore, they don't want it, bro. Today in the press conference, Rodri's there. Oh, we might go on strike, but they're making us play too many games. They don't want it like us. They're not hungry.
Mind games.
He's got his Ballon d'Or. He's got his Euros. He's got his treble. He's got 17 Premier Leagues. He ain't got it anymore, bro. It's that Fugazi. Huh?
He's gonna come on as well, and he's gonna put that cherry on the cake.
Listen, 1 year is. You know, when Professor X was making the Powerpuff Girls, yeah, Wanyeri is like Foden, but they added the chemical X. Foden hasn't got that chemical X. This kid, look at this guy, yeah. I haven't seen this guy smile before. Foden's out here, yeah, getting £5 haircuts in his apartment. This guy, he came out of a test tube. Yeah, and they just poured him on the grass at Hill End, and he just sprouted out of the ground. And he's like if Pedri and Wilshere fused with Foden and had some sauce, and that guy's gonna come on and he's gonna show everyone that Man City or Fugazi, the culture club, the football club in world football is Arsenal Football Club, and we're gonna win the title. You heard it here first.
I love that.
Let's make sure that one goes on TikTok.
We'll do it.
Clip us up. We're here. We're standing on 10 toes. How about that?
I wish you were watching Booty's face against Spurs, bro.
Bro, I
It's
watched
a derby.
I
No
wish.
Georgie Carlin, bro. My face
That
is
was
the
a
same.
review.
Yeah, and this is a game. Your title hopes get thrown in the trash.
Bro,
Bro,
So we'll see your face
honestly,
during that
every
game,
time they go to Tottenham, what happens to see every time they go to Tottenham?
bro. Haaland is diffy this year, bro. Diffy. City don't even need to play good to win a game now.
He's using
He'll
he's
just
using all
yeah,
his juice
that's
too
the
early.
problem. That's the problem. If they don't need to play good to win a game, and this guy can't score against these two, that's a big problem. We've just basically explained the game plan.
13
You got a bunch
minutes.
of guys. You got Kyle Walker, who's in between two family homes. Yeah, you got Rodri. Yeah, who's tired, wants to retire and get his uni degree and go work in some fucking sandwich shop in the middle of nowhere in Spain. Yeah, and you got Pep Guardiola, who between every training session has to get deposed by 115 different lawyers, and they don't want it like us, man. They don't want it like us. We're going to see that on Sunday.
13 minutes and 54 minutes. That's the 2 times Haaland's going to beg.
13 minutes.
Save it. 13 minutes and 54th minute.
I'm more than happy to bring this back up. We'll use it in the intro of next week's episode, and then we'll get your thoughts on how the match went.
Brilliant.
Right.
Perfect.
Who are you guys playing next week before I let you off?
No idea.
Yeah, I know, because who cares really? You're probably going to get punched.
Yeah, genuinely, who cares?
You got Barnsley, and then guess where you go? You're playing Spurs next. So let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes.
Walk in the park.
Walk in the park, mate.
For Spurs.
Yeah, yeah. For them. You better hope. We're gonna watch. Delict try and join the fucking Dutch gymnastics team again. Oh, lovely splits. 9.8.
Hey, hold on, one second. Delit was very close to getting a hay. Very close to getting a hay.
Yeah.
Booty, go on.
Yeah, but bro,
Very close to getting a hay.
Bro, why do you like? I get it, he's scoring, but like that's not how you judge. How you judge him, bro? He's a centre back.
It's nice to see the other facets of the game.
Fair enough.
Well, listen, he's doing a better job attacking the box than that absolutely Afro Samurai oath that you guys £40 million on. You watch that guy, bro. That guy is like smart, mate.
No.
I've got United fans are like, oh, look at him. He's ignoring Van Dijk in the tunnel. He's got aura. Yeah, right, mate. He's been ostracized in the change room. They looked at him like, yeah, nobody chatting fucking Neek, bro. That's the vibe.
Now listen, he's not all he's missing. It's a very important bit, but his all-round game's looking 30. He just needs to start finding the net, and that's obviously the biggest. That's the biggest.
That's the biggest one. He's taken that mantle from Wout Weghorst, the workhorse. His game is amazing, but if you could just find the net, something to do, mate. He's on a oath as well, mate. We can see him. What happened to Sick Note, mate? How long till he gets back in the picture?
Sick Note.
Yeah, Sick Note. Fucking aborted Haaland, bro. Where's he at?
He's he should be back soon, but you know what? Yeah, you know what? I think he'll be massive when he comes back, because right now, not a single goal scorer in our team. Although he's not a prolific striker.
Well, he's not a goal scorer either.
Yeah, he's not. But he's
that's a hell of a
yeah.
thing.
But listen, he gets himself.
When he comes back in terms of goal scoring, even though he's not really a goal scorer.
No. What you can't knock Coylan for, is he gets in the positions, bro. He gets in the position. That's the first thing you need to do. First thing you get to positions, and with Van Nistelrooy behind him, the goals will come, bro. The goals will come.
Bro, Van Nistelrooy should be flying ahead of them, bro. I'll stick
not a bad shout. Not a bad shout.
Really not a bad shout. If you stick both those guys together, if they did a fusion dance tomorrow, they still wouldn't come close to Kai Havertz, who is probably the second most informed 9 in world football right now. Let's be honest. Harry Kane bagged another hat-trick yesterday against Bochum or on Eintracht France Flag. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? Lewandowski scored 2 goals against Elche. All right. Yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah. So, look, I've said my piece, and we'll reconvene, I'm sure, after the games. Champions League action. Obviously, you guys are playing against Barnsley in a much anticipated game that I'm sure will no doubt sell out Old Trafford. The eyes of the footballing world on Man United versus Barnsley tonight. I know a lot of fans will be tuning in for that one instead of the big Juve game or the Liverpool Milan game. So I'm excited to see the sheet coming out for that one. And yeah, boys, it's always a pleasure. And we'll catch up again very, very soon.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Keep the like button.
Gabos, sports.